Alright, YouTube, welcome back. This is kind of a bonus part to the CR125 build, expanding on the pipe repair video that I did recently, a few videos back. I want to, before bring it to Josh, kind of give it one more chance, use some other products, really kind of show or try. I don't know if it's possible yet, but if you're watching this video, hopefully it was successful. First step, since it's going to take a little while, these dents out of the pipe, they're not too bad. They look worse on camera. So obviously this bottom one here, there's another small one right here, and then there's another one right there. So what we're gonna do for this is the freezing water inside trick. I've done some research, and it could potentially work, or it could potentially ruin the pipe and split the welds and ruin the entire thing. So that's the risk I'm gonna take. Hopefully from this video you can learn if it's effective or not, or if I'm just an idiot. But we're gonna plug at this end. I heard not to plug both ends. We're gonna fill it up with water, and we're gonna see if this thing actually pulls the dents out. Well, first step, I'm just gonna tape up the end. I feel this will even just also help, so we'll wrap it both ends, and then we'll attempt to put the glove over it and electrical tape it. This might even just do it, to be quite honest. Might not even have to bother with the glove. This video is entirely just to even see if this is gonna work. I'm just curious, and I'm, like I said, willing to risk the pipe. All right, now that it's all sealed up, we'll somehow try and prop this up so I can fill it up with water. Let's see where we're at. Or just enough to get to that dent right there. All right, well, I just decided to use the whole, what is this, 2 liters. Fortunately, also unfortunately, it's cold enough outside where I can just leave it out here and it can do its thing. So just to show, we got a dent there. And we got these dents down at the bottom here. So hopefully it works. Leave a comment down below what you think, if it's gonna work, if it's not gonna work, if you've tried it. But we'll see for myself here soon. 1 hour update here. It almost looks like it pushed out a little bit. Not so much up here, because I don't wanna leave it for too long and then have it split on me. If I can prevent it, just checking it every once in a while. All right, update here, I let it sit overnight. Taking a look, it doesn't even, it might have changed a little bit, but we'll take it inside and take a better look. Okay, so quick run to the store. We got some other supplies for the second part here. So first off is just some straight cleaning vinegar. It's more acidic. On top of the CLR stuff right here, I got 2 bottles, so I'm just gonna put all of these. Obviously if I got more, it'd be less diluted with the amount of water, but I wanna be able to at least get half the pipe so I can flip it each way. I'm not gonna fill it up all the way to the top, but it should work as long as I let it sit in there long enough, probably. A couple hours, maybe overnight tonight, we'll see. Minus the mag wheel cleaner. You won't be able to find that in stores. This part definitely should have been in part 1 when doing the pipe, but I didn't realize. I thought that part 1 was gonna be enough to get all of it off, so we're doing part 2. And I know I saw a few comments, oh, why don't you just buy a new pipe? This and that, a bunch of different stuff. The main reason is you can't buy a works pipe for the CRs. They don't make them anymore, so that's the reasoning I'm doing this, along with, like I said, just showing how somebody at home can do it without having, say, a sandblaster or vapor honing and stuff like that. So that's the main reason, along with, like I said, not being able to get the works pipe, only like the platinum chrome one. Alright, pipe's still frozen solid. This is hot water, and I'll turn the heater on so it can thaw out. But I'll just drop it in and let it sit. Actually covered more of the pipe than I thought it was going to. Same deal as the water, trying to get the dents out. We'll do like hour increments. I'll check on it and update you guys. But hopefully that works. An hour and a half-ish update. I kind of forgot about it out here. So we'll see what's going on here. Honestly, it's bubbling, stuff's reacting, as you can see right there. I wish I time-lapsed this. We'll turn on a light here, see if we can see some more. So basically, it's all bubbling up, reacting. There still is a decent amount of rust on right there. So I'm assuming it's gonna have to sit here overnight, potentially. Maybe another, I'll update in 2-3 hours. We'll see if anything else happens, but time will tell. I guess we'll close it back up. And we'll come back here in a little bit. Leave a comment if you've done this before, seen somebody do it, or kind of your tricks to doing this, if you have any. If not, let me know how you're feeling today. Then I guess touching base on, I already would have liked to have the engine teardown video done and this thing torn down and all the parts getting vapor honed and done and kind of moving this process along. But I came to a realization, I thought I had it, but I don't. A case splitter I had to order is coming in tomorrow. So side note, here's the reasoning behind the lack of videos. We're supposed to get like 6 inches of snow tonight. So yeah, and it's like 5 degrees because everybody likes the weather update. And this is why you come to the channel, to see the weather in upstate New York. Definitely, Tyler. Great content here. Still bubbling a little bit, not much going on. Maybe the rust will wipe off, but I think what I'm gonna do is just leave it here overnight. I think it's definitely doing something. It's definitely breaking down most of it on the inside, but it's gotta just sit longer. But a little side note in this video, I gotta run to Ryan's, pick up my snowmobile since it's been there for the like past month and a half. I might potentially ride it tomorrow, we'll see. But I'm pretty much over this cold winter we've had, to be completely honest. Along with me being sick again from, I got sick coming home from our Florida trip, went away for a little bit, and now we're back to being sick, so that's awesome. All right, let's see what Ryan's up to today.
Hit speaker.
What are you doing?
Hit speaker, I can't.
Looks like he's busy in here taking the excavator apart for some reason. Why are you doing this? Painting it or something?
Rebuild the cylinders, paint, and
so fresh rebuild.
Paint and
run over.
Tracks, graphics.
Wow, going all out. You guys didn't know Ryan sold his sled. Why'd you sell it, Ryan? Why'd you get rid of it?
I'm a businessman.
Business moves?
Yeah.
What'd you do?
Bought a plow.
Traded for a plow?
Yeah.
It was a win-win. You got a good plow, the kid got a good sled, and
stainless steel Western V plow.
So he's good to go for next year to plow, and he'll probably have another sled next year, but for right now,
I'll have another sled.
Yeah, I'll touch base on mine in a little bit. I can never make up my mind. Basically meaning I was gonna sell it. I didn't know if I wanted to sell it. Granted, sure, I'd like an 800, but I don't necessarily need it. I don't know if it's worth it for me to spend another $3,000–4,000 on top of what my sled's worth to get an 800 for next year. So I'm probably just gonna ride it for next year, sell it next year sometime, and yeah, that's pretty much it. It's a decent, reliable sled with very low miles. It only has like 2,800 or 3,000 miles. That's pretty much the reasoning. I can never make my mind up on anything because granted, I only rode it like 6 or 7 times. I don't even think it's really worth it to have a sled, but I have one now, so I may as well get my use out of it and not kind of waste money buying other sleds and for no reason. So that's the reasoning behind that. All right. Oh. Get the sled all warmed up while Ryan's getting the hitch done or flipped. Hopefully it starts. Please start. Please start. Good. I got the steed home all put away. It is a full packed house in here right now. Absolutely no room to move around or do anything. Still gotta reorganize everything. Still take the studs out of those. Give Ryan his pit bike back. Come back to it tomorrow morning. See where it's at. Alrighty, well, the next morning update here. Let's see what's going on. So basically, looks the same, I'd say. Maybe it'll come off a little bit easier now. I don't know, I guess I'll take it out, let it dry, and then we'll hit it on the Scotch-Brite wheel and see if it really made a difference. But from what I can see, nothing really changed. As far as my understanding, this stuff should have just dissolved it all off. So maybe I did something wrong. I don't know, but like I said, we'll take it out, let it dry, and we'll hit it with the Scotch-Brite wheel. Hopefully that does something. Here, definitely, you can see the line here from where I should honestly flip this around and let this soak. Let's see, better look there at that. But hopefully that comes off easier. Put it in front of the heater. The maze of the garage to get it over here. Up here I can pretty much do by hand though. Alright, pipes all dried off. Let's see what I can do with this thing first. And then maybe after I scrape some of it off, we'll back in the chemicals and then we'll see if it does a little bit more. Did something wrong, but maybe I didn't use enough. Maybe it's diluted too much. So the next day here, finally got the parts in so I can tear apart the engine. I got a few other things from Pit Posy, this little rack or holding thing for the wrenches. I don't know, it was like 10 bucks, it was cheap, so I figured it'd make it a little bit easier to take these out and have them organized. So a little bead buddy thing because I needed one of those, make my life a little easier. And the main reason why I had to order stuff was the case splitter, so got that thing. I don't know why it's not in a box, but we got that. But it's a new pump for the Pit Posse jack stand. The pump went out, so had to get another one and get that thing fixed up so I'm not having to lift the bikes on that. Alright, well, being it sat in there for over 24 hours, it didn't make a huge difference. Sure, it might have came off a little bit easier down in here when I did scrape it off, but it definitely didn't get it off. It's gonna have to get blasted. It was gonna get blasted regardless. This is just a test. If you get it, you get it. If you don't, you don't. Just a test to see if it would work. Thing I believe I did wrong is, one, it was too diluted. There was too much water to chemical ratio in here. Kind of froze too. But yeah, so I guess it could work. Say you bought 6 of these, it might have worked for you, but in my case it did not. Maybe if I bought more vinegar, if it was stronger, I believe this is 50%. Maybe I'll try this again at some other point with another project build bike. Maybe I'll get 20 of these and test it. That'll get pretty expensive. Definitely did work in a case where it had, say your pipe has very light rust and it hasn't really gotten pitted and really built up. Maybe you let it sit on there for, I don't know, you neglected the bike for a month and you came back and it had a lot of surface rust. This would work, yes, but in this case where it's been sitting on there for years, I'm sure everybody's already voiced their opinion in the comments, but I really thought this was gonna work a little bit better than it did, for sure. What are you gonna do? And we'll move on to the next part of the build, which is getting the engine torn down. Well, side note here, granted, winter I feel is kind of on its last month or so. Looks like it's gonna warm up here in a few days, like 50, 60 degrees. So I may as well, this could possibly be the last time I fire up the snowmobile for a while. I'm gonna just bomb it around the lawn because why not? And I kind of showed it briefly in the beginning of this video. It's been a while. The trails haven't been open for quite a while as we barely have any snow. I mean, sure, in some drifts we have a little bit more, but just not enough to have the trails open. They were open for about, I don't know, 2 days when we got like 6 inches of snow, but they just got roached, as you could probably imagine, within a day or so. Guys just tearing it up. Nothing really you can do. Maybe you'll get one more storm before the end of the year. We'll see. Probably not though. It looks like it's gonna start warming up here. Kind of fun for the time being. A little romp around the lawn. At least to ride something, I guess. I don't know. I think that rear shock's plug. That's not good. Look at this thing. So this is fully up, you know? Then as soon as I push down on it, absolutely like no rebound. It rebounds a little bit, but it's basically like a low rider, like a drag sled. Look at that. Definitely, I mean, there's a little bit, but maybe I'm just stupid. That definitely doesn't seem right. If I were to say, that's like 100% blown. I know the guy kind of mentioned it, I believe. Where it's sitting for now until spring. I can reorganize everything because right now it's too cold. It's not too fun to do anything outside, to be completely honest with you. Well, the main purpose of this video was a fail, I'd say, in my case, between the ice, or yeah, the ice, I guess, the water trying to get out the dents. It might have gotten this dent out a little bit better. Definitely pulled it out not to where I'd like it. So I kind of conclude this whole video as a fail and not working unless you have minimal rust and want to fix your pipe that way. But other than that, if you guys are new, make sure you're subscribed. Guys, don't follow the dedicated Instagram account for the build. It's just @project2strokes on Instagram. For that, I'll see you guys tomorrow in the next video.